Yo, what's up? Andrew Meep and Valak. How's it going? By the way, testing out a new mic. Just wondering if I can be heard okay. What's up, tea for dinner? Wow, Sunny D, it is Van Dweller. How's it going? It's like I'm in the room with you. Oh my god. I hope I'm not nude. That would be very awkward. Indeed. Yo, what's up, Kevin? On YouTube. All right. Anyway, just wondering if I could be heard okay, if the audio is decent. Am I bugging, or is that SIDNEV in the 16th seed? Yeah, you are bugging. I don't know, just how's the audio? I feel like I'm running a little hot, but I don't want to... I sound okay? K9, are we running out of like a mixer on at Montreal, like with XLR? Just wondering if I should bring this headset. We're not running out of a mixer? Because, like, I want to, like... We're just running out of random mics. Should I bring my headphones? We're running off megaphones. Oh, my God. Just be shouting into the crowd. Oh, my salty water. Now, how do I manage this salty water with this headset? Okay, we'll see. We might get some... ASMR here. Oh, that's good. That stuff is good. What's up, Boxy? I'm on a Shure SM7B. That's what I have at home. But I'm switching to this headset now so I can move my head. I didn't give you access to the folder. I'll give you access to the folder after this. Just remind me. We're gonna get started with the intro a little early. Just remind me in the in my Vandy channel. I didn't actually. I have to create a separate folder. My approach to this is like kind of evolving. Yeah, DM me, actually. Something you would use with Dropbox. How's it going, Kevin? EMW, Stanislaw. Music's tiny bit quiet. I'm okay with that, honestly. What's up, Critical Lapis? Oh boy. What's up, Poyo? All right, so I can be heard okay. I'm not clipping. Does anybody hear any clipping? I don't want to be clipping. No clipping. Okay. All right, I should be just about ready to go. You can hear me too clearly. Can I lower the quality? Will do. I feel like I hear too much breathing, but Anyway, all right. Try a hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's too much breathing. There's too much breathing going on. I mean, maybe I need to get a little further, put this thing a little further away. Greetings, citizens of Tetris and Wallbant. It is time for some Tetris. We have got the classic Tetris monthly Masters event for July 2024. And it is our second bracket of the month. Our orange bracket. Oh, no, it's not our blue bracket. It's our orange bracket. We did our blue bracket last night. We have a result. And we have our orange bracket today. I think this is the order that we're doing stuff in, although when some of these players are in the bracket, usually there's like, oh, I have to go first, I have to go last. So I should probably like check that right now just to make sure I know what order things are happening in. Okay, all right. So it's that it's the standard order that I would expect. So today we've got former CTM Masters event winner Tommy NTG taking on SIDNEV, looking for her first Masters event victory. That is match number one. Match number two, going to be TRISTOP coming off an amazing run at the Classic Tetris World Championship, taking on Alan Bot, the smasher from Singapore. I don't know. I don't have a sufficiently Kingsmanian nickname for Alan Bot. There probably is one out there. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be Tommy and SIDNEV, TRISTOP, and Alan Bot in our orange bracket. And the winner of those two matches will take on the winner. Well, we'll take on each other, actually, and then that person will be going to the semifinals. So pretty darn exciting about that. Let's take a look at our rules. I'm clipping just a little bit. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just back off here. All right. This is a single elimination tournament, 16 players, based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics and appearance are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons and no turbo functions used, whether mechanical or electronical. Biological turbo only. Players should not receive any real-time advice, and they should not pause unless the commentator tells them. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39 super kill screen, and same piece sets points over the traditional max out do count best of 5 throughout. And the winner gets absolutely nothing. Oh, wait, no, they get absolutely something. And what is that something? That is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands at $2,073.58. $2,000, $73.58. Wow, so many dollars, so many cents. First place will get 45%, second will get 27%, third and fourth will each get 9%, fifth through eighth will each get 2.5%, and that is, wow. Why are we paying the top eight? Because we made our $2,000 incentive, and I want to thank, really, pretty much one person for getting us all the way there, and that was Scott Gray. So thank you, Scott, for funding a big chunk of that prize pool. I want to thank everybody else who also contributed to the prize pool. And if you want to contribute to the prize pool, how can you do that? How can you do that? Well, You can use the Matcherino command in chat. That should, I think it works on YouTube and Twitch. Doesn't matter. YouTube, they don't contribute anyway. But I'm just kidding. But no, it should work on Twitch. I got to check it on YouTube. I forget what bot we use on YouTube. But you can go to ctm.gg/Matcherino, and that will bring you to the right place. And actually, you can use this Matcherino command on Twitch, and it will bring you to all 4 of our big tournaments this month. Both our Lone Star Open and DAS, and our DAS Masters and regular Masters. So it feels weird. I got to stop saying regular Masters. Anyway, thank you to everybody who's made this happen. Really appreciate that. Also want to thank who do I want to thank? Our patrons, our beautiful patrons. This ongoing regular revenue. You have no idea how much it means to creators, and I am one of those. Therefore, it means a lot to me. It is a signal, an ongoing signal that says, yes, we want you to keep doing it. And here are some resources to show you how much we want you to keep doing it. And it makes it possible for us to run this stream and continue to do extra things. You like that DAS tournament? You like Lone Star? Well, we can't do that kind of stuff without support, the financial support from viewers like you. So thank you to Scott Gray 76 and K9 watching Tetris at the Mega Masters level. Also want to thank at the Masters level Corporal 381 and Shall Be Satisfied. At the bracket sponsor level CatKit 91 and Jay in the Window and Tacnirus. Also want to thank everybody in our sticker club and double sticker club and at the community level and other various levels for your ongoing support. If you want to make sure that Classic Tetris Monthly keeps going, if you really want to make sure, right, you can contribute. I mean, of course, you're free to watch for free. But you know, it helps if you help. So go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. There are reward tiers. And I've got stickers on order for last month, this month, and next month, which will all be going out in the post Lone Star aftermath there, kind of recovering from all that. So catching up on all that stuff. So patreon.com/monthly Tetris. And I think, let me take a look. Are we ready? Let me see if we are ready with players. I'm not calling it the Masters Open. I don't know. So it's I don't like that. It's like calling it Masters and DAS Masters. All right, so we don't quite have players here. Let me refresh their streams. Okay, we do have a player. We have one player, and now we have 2 players, which is excellent. So I'll show you the little scene there, and then I will adjust the cameras so you can see what it's like to adjust all these cameras. Because you know that it's like insider stuff. I'm gonna run an ad real quick while I'm doing that, because I keep forgetting to run ads. And then we'll get these players some there we go. And I feel like this is, no, that's good actually. Or is it? Or is it? All right, and then we'll do a little bit of TV, a little the magic of TV, right? This one, we'll make this the color of that. So you get the illusion that it continues, and then we'll make this one the color of, what do we make it the color of? Oh, it's pretty darn close, actually. We'll just make it the color of his pants. All right, so now it looks like he's in a room, which he is in a room, but in a large room. Then we'll do the same thing to SIDNEV, and then we'll get started. Let me give the players their pieces so that they can get underway. Players, here are your pieces. It's going to be Charlie Delta Echo 4 Alpha 9 CD E4 A9. And we'll get, we got feet today. I'm embarrassed to have my feet on cam because, you know, I'm a barefoot person. I grew up in like a barefoot house, you know, where we were all barefoot. And I feel like my feet are dirty all the time. Like I'm a dirty foot kid, you know? Is that weird? All right, excellent. Yeah, this is a huge first round match. I mean, this could easily be a finals. That's for sure. Like if they're not black from dirt, they're fine. No, when I was growing up, my feet were black from dirt. CDE 4A9, CDE 409. Okay, no, they were super black. All right, both players are ready. It is the first, oh no, it's round, there we go. First round of the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. Orange bracket, Tommy and SIDNEV. Let's go ahead and get them underway in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tommy coming in at the number 1 seed. Qualifying with a 1.728 average of 2. Players play for an hour and they take their top 2 scores, and their top 2 scores are averaged out. That is their qualifier. Simul Tetris to start us off. Of course, SIDNEV with her characteristic push down point, which is her trademark. SIDNEV coming in at seed number 16, which is kind of surprising. A 1.36 average of 2. Which is still a hell of a qualifying score, but that just tells you the state of Tetris in 2024. Tommy from the United States of America, as it says on his little stats bug there. And SIDNEV from the Netherlands. We do use the 3-letter code SIDNEV with the kind of 5 below thing there. Enjoyable to watch. 94,000 Tommy, 114 for SIDNEV. And the PBs you see on the screen are as of the beginning of the month. That's when I reset all the player statistics panels. So if they have been updated since then, my apologies. 139 here for SIDNEV as we get underway in game number 1. Z-spin to fit that Z in there. Has to create a gap. SIDNEV 166 Tommy. He's going to Tetris 189. That's right. That's me in the room. I'm fixing the stream right now. Lucas said it's not really a relevant discussion we want to have right now, so maybe just cool it on that stuff. 213 for SIDNEV, 214 for Tommy. SIDNEV 1 Tetris behind. I mean, there are a million other places to ask questions, like Reddit, not Tetris streams, which is probably not your best source of information. Neither is Reddit, but at least it would be appropriate. So weird. It's actually kind of weird to ask that stuff here. 306 Tommy, 267 for SIDNEV. K9 watching Tetris says, I get all my news from Tetris. Oh, a Vits. Everybody loves weird Vits. Tommy with a good adjustment here. 351 for him, 293 for SIDNEV. Like, all of a sudden, Twitch chat has become YouTube. What the heck? All right, Tommy ahead by about 77,000. Gonna tack on a Tetris. Rory says, Tetris streams are literally the new Google. Centerwell Tetris for Tommy, 491 through 99. That is a big, big pace for Tommy. SIDNEV about 100,000 points behind. Tommy is the winner of one CTM Masters event a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Also a runner-up in our, what was it, our second ever Mega Masters? First ever. I think it was the first one, right? Second or first? I don't remember. 538 for Tom. Of course, that was against Alex T. And SIDNEV, of course, many, many deep runs here in Classic Tetris Monthly and a runner-up in the Classic Tetris World Championship in 2023. Unforgettable run and match. SIDNEV getting a little bit high on the board here. Gonna take a nice safety double. Has burns available and is using them. Imagine having burns and using them. Crazy. 613 for Tommy. He's gonna Tetris 636. And 3 long bars in a row for both of our players. SIDNEV's gonna use at least one of them for a Tetris 562 into 19. Tommy is in at 660. So still about a 98,000 point lead. SIDNEV gonna tack on a Tetris. Yeah, that was the first Mega Masters, and then right. I'm going by memory here because you think I would have prepared, but I didn't really prepare for this one, so I'm just going off my faulty memory. And SIDNEV kind of running into an issue here. Has the T there, but needs a bar. There's a bar to uncover the right side. Long bar over Tetris SIDNEV, and she will survive. 625. Tetris for Tommy, 722. He's going to set up quickly with another long bar. SIDNEV taking the burns. Good flat stack, a little high, but not roller high. And there's a Tetris SIDNEV, 685. Setting up again Tetris for Tommy. There's one SIDNEV. And players are just Tetrising relentlessly. A very high rate. I generally, up until this month, I did prepare a little info sheet for myself so I could be ready with various facts and figures, but kind of the month got away from me this month, so I had a lot to do, so I didn't quite do that. You know, if we get more people on Patreon, I could delegate that to someone. See, I could create more Tetris jobs. I could run on a campaign of creating Tetris jobs. Tommy trying to figure this snarl out here. That long bar will help. Another one would really help, but either way, gonna go to work uncovering, gets a long bar down. Tetris 910. SIDNEV back by only 20,000 points now. Tetris Tommy 941. SIDNEV only with a triple set up there. We'll see what she's gonna do. Yeah, she's going to throw a long bar down there. Actually, it's set up for a dirty Tetris now. One row off. And simul Tetris, 936, SIDNEV, 974, Tommy. They're on level 26. They are tied in lines at the moment. SIDNEV with more pieces on the board, though, so a little bit further ahead. Tetris, Tommy. Tommy with the max. SIDNEV with the max. And I got to tell you all, I have done it. I have actually turned on pre-roll ads on Twitch, which means ads are coming. I mean, every other, and I thought about it, every other stream in the world does it unapologetically. And here I am sitting like, oh, I don't want to, oh, I feel so bad. I got to do it. A89 for SIDNEV into 29, trying to work this down that left side. Oh, that square is going to help out a lot. Tommy going to transition, kind of awkwardly gets a long bar over for a Tetris and another one for a double to bring this down. Great cleanup for Tommy. SIDNEV trying to stay alive here. A long bar down for a triple. Oh, that's a beautiful L piece and another one to help clean up that left side. Let's see what SIDNEV can do. Oh, this is great. And SIDNEV working this down. Very friendly long bar into column 9 to help work this down. SIDNEV slowly but surely bringing this down. Tommy taking a triple here. SIDNEV just about clean and is ready to set up for a Tetris. Is set up. I didn't think she was going to survive, but now here she is getting a Tetris for B88. Tommy at C45. I was really worried for SIDNEV stack there, but somehow she's going to work it down to get a Tetris. There's one for Tommy, C88. He's about 55,000 points ahead right now, and he's behind in line. So Tommy's got lines in hand, but that left side is going to be a mess. He gets a Tetris down, and another, oh, a hang on that left side for Tommy, and another one. That's going to be a top out. The target is D33 for SIDNEV. D33 is the target. Long bar down, D28, just a couple more thousand points, and one more line clear should do it, but she doesn't know it. One more line clear, and that is it. Okay, SIDNEV is going to take game number 1. GG's. Watch SIDNEV mulling this one out. There's a Tetris down, F04. Tetris is here worth 40, basically 48,000, 46.8. And I don't think we have the super kill. Do we have the super kill screen on? I don't know if we did, but let's make sure we have that on. I know. Can you imagine long boy? Not even a rollover into 39. Can you imagine? All right, let's get new pieces for these players. 0576D2. 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 Weird how this doesn't work in 0576D2. Okay, both players are ready. Let's get them started here in game 2. SIDNEV up 1-0. Oh wait, not ready. Oh, I'm sorry. They were ready and now they're not ready. Hold on. Let's this is a fail. We're gonna start over. Sorry. They were ready, but then I think, were they ready? They were ready, right? Did I imagine that? Tommy, go ahead and top out. We'll restart that. Hey, what's going on, Tecate? I thought they were ready. Was that my mistake, or did SIDNEV just kind of go from ready to not ready and take a walk? Tetris gaming is cool and fun. All right, we're going to go ahead and thanks, Stanislav, for the tier 1 sub gifted to Tecate. You never readied up. Okay, my mistake. Let's go ahead and decrement the seeds. We're gonna, the first 2 digits, we're gonna decrement them down 1 each, okay? We're gonna decrement them. So we're gonna go to 9-4, not 9-4, F4, right? Is that F4? Yeah, F4 for the F for us. All right, F4. F476D2. F476D2. Okay. All right, yeah, sorry about that. I thought both players were ready, but that was my mistake. All right, let's go ahead and get this underway. Let's count them down for game number 2. Tommy and SIDNEV in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And starting off with a couple of L's. That first interrupted game, or that second interrupted game, was a couple of L's. We're okay now. SIDNEV winning 1-0 in the score of this game and in the match overall. Yeah, thanks to Kate. And, you know, use our emotes, okay? They're very cute. They are bears, and they express a wide range of emotions. Spread them far and wide. Good adjustment there for SIDNEV to make room for that J piece. There you go. Lower that alert. I don't even have the alert. I don't even hear the alert, but I'll just get rid of it. Yeah, look at all. See, those are all the emotes. Careful of spamming. You spam away. Spamming is allowed. Yeah, some rough pieces here from SIDNEV to start. Kind of tree strats here, almost like speed running. And are going to clear away that bridge. Has a clean board with kind of an overhang. And oh, going to spin that J into place. Now just how to deal with this. And, you know, an L piece would look great there. So there's the L. And now SIDNEV's going to go to work trying to make something out of this. Actually has a dirty Tetris set up. She can get a quick bar. And good adjustment there for the S on that left side. Still has that Tetris ready and waiting, but the game not giving the bars. I mean, come on, game. Another drought. Get out your trouts. Finally, that dirty Tetris for SIDNEV 120. 195 for Tommy. Yeah, some very nifty spins there from SIDNEV. Timmy the K, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Why are subs $5.99 now? Because Twitch hates us. They're like, oh, we raised the prices so that we could pay streamers more. Well, you could just increase our share. I mean, I know Twitch takes an amount to run, but don't pretend that's what it's about. Blaming us, the streamers. I didn't ask for it. 238 for SIDNEV, 312, now 335 for Tommy. There's a Vitz for Tommy and a Tetris as a reward. 381 Tommy, 283 for SIDNEV. And that was at the same line count. So about 100,000 point difference when accounting for the difference in lines. All right, both players with little mini digs to deal with. And it looks like Tommy will be out first, ready and waiting for the bar. And really waiting for this bar. Get out your trouts. It is a drought. And there's the long bar, and SIDNEV opens up just in time for the long bar as well. And so same line count and about a 93,000 point lead for Tommy as we approach level 19, where the speed will increase by 50%. Going from 3 frames per row to 2 frames per row drop for these pieces. I don't really know what a frame is. All right, 540 for Tommy. There's a Tetris into 19 at 564. All right, I do know what a frame is. A little. All right, imagine a bus. All right, Tetris for SIDNEV, 502, 614 for Tommy. Oh, it's the outside part of a painting. Got it. All right, Tetris for SIDNEV, 583. Tommy, 693. SIDNEV setting up long bar column 9, gets a Tetris, 611. Tommy with a Tetris into 22 at 722. Tetris, Tommy, 749. So I was watching earlier day 1 of the CTWC DAS championship, I guess. Kind of seems like a European championship. And there's a lot of people. Like, I don't know that there was any cutoff whatsoever. There are like 1 billion people playing in that thing, all topping out at like 68,000 points. We gotta figure out a way to get some Americans over there so we can just get more people in the player base out there. 791 SIDNEV, Tommy 5 lines behind and about 80,000 points ahead. So Tommy maintaining this lead pretty much the whole time. Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get some American DAS players out there for that. Otherwise, it does just seem kind of like a European championship, right? But then again, like the American one seems like the American championship. So maybe there's just an American and European championship. But it was fun to see some familiar names down on that stream. Jazzy and Jakob. A whole bunch of other names. SIDNEV here, 9-10 into level 28. Just 10 lines to go till the level 29 transition. Maybe they need to do a thing where like they just take the top 8 of each and like alternatingly bring them to, you know, every other year, one to America, one to Europe, something like that. SIDNEV is in at A25, A34 for Tommy. Tommy's waiting. He has 3 lines to go still. There's a Tetris for Tommy, A72. So Tommy with the better transition into 29. Pretty equivalent boards here for these players. Long bar over Tetris, Tommy. Long bar over Tetris, SIDNEV. Both players with 1.1s. Tetris for SIDNEV, B48 now in the lead. Tommy was in the lead the entire game up until this point. Now, Tetris for Tommy, Tetris for both. SIDNEV ahead by about 9 or 10 lines. And with a lead now about 58,000. So it's pretty neck and neck. Tetris, SIDNEV, D11. There's one Tommy, C55. And SIDNEV just stacking like it's level 19. It's not even slowing down, really. I mean, all right, SIDNEV's right side, well, left side is a problem. Long bar over for a Tetris, but it's going to be a while before she Tetrises again, I think. Tommy nails that T-spin. That's frame perfect. And Tommy not really able to take advantage of this slowdown by SIDNEV, and they are both basically at the same board state, low. Tommy maybe a little more organized, and yes, is going to be the first one to have a clean board and just about set up for a Tetris. Is set up and needs it quick. This is backed by about 80,000 points in the game, not giving bars. There's a Tetris for Tommy, D85. SIDNEV is clean again and can start building up. There's a Tetris for SIDNEV, E61 into 38. Is set up again, needs a long bar to get over. Takes the stack down a little bit. There's a long bar over F09. Tommy just needs to go, go, go. And SIDNEV going to top out at F59. So Tommy, if he can get 2 Tetrises, could take game number 2, but needs to uncover this. Has uncovered and is kind of all in here. There's a Tetris over, and there's another Tetris over for Tommy. Amazing. Tommy is going to take game number 2 with 2 clutch Tetrises right at the end of game 2. Unbelievable. Oh, my word. Oh my God. I mean, the long bar doesn't come. It's SIDNEV's game, but the long bar comes and there it is. That's how close Tetris is. Crazy. Wow, these are best of 5 games now, and we're tied up 1 game apiece. Players take the moment you need. There's probably some adrenaline here, but we will give you the moment you need. In the meantime, we'll give you your pieces. If there's a moderator in chat who could pin the seeds on the donkey, that would be helpful. And that was Longboy Tetris. Thank you, Longboy. Fox 9, Fox 7, Echo 6 when you're ready. Cousin Avi has gifted a tier 1 sub to Blue Scooty Grandpa. Thank you very much, Cousin Avi. Yeah, take the moment you need. All right. Players have the same pieces. Players are ready. And what was once a best of 5 is now virtually a best of 3. Tied at 2, 3-2-1 Tetris. These are best of 5 matches. The first player to 3 wins the match, moves on to round 2. So yeah, what a game 2. I mean, that was crazy. I mean, really, Tommy just putting himself in the way of luck, and you know, you do that often enough. Sometimes you get the luck, and sometimes you don't. We've seen so many times in that situation, players are ready and waiting for the bar, and it doesn't come. And this time, it came. There's Tetris Tommy, 70,000. Long bar over SIDNEV, 68,000. SIDNEV with some Swiss cheesy holes in the middle of the board. Tetris will clear out the bottom, and now SIDNEV's going to have to go to work with these sort of alternating burn shelves, as they were called back in the old days of Tetris. Dirty Tetris for SIDNEV. No better way to downstack than with Tetrises the entire way. She's just going to take these ones down here. Good fitting holes and, you know, just survive, right, until the high scoring levels. 143, and SIDNEV has a lead as well, so can afford to take these. Tommy here, kind of an issue in the middle of the stack. Set up for a dirty triple. Could have set up for a dirty, no, could not have. It's the bottom row that's the problem. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh one of our players that does not appear to be on my side. So block your eyes for a moment. We'll see if this stream comes back. And if we go another 10 lines from now without that coming back, then I think we're gonna have to just restart. And yeah, we are early enough. We're not even at 200,000 points, so we are gonna go ahead and call this one. And Tommy, you can top out. We are I Van Dweller hereby call this one. You may top out. One of the players' streams has crapped out before we even got to 200,000 points. So we'll figure out what is happening on that side. Internet is dying. Is the stream up? I will refresh, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's back now, but it only just came back. So we're gonna restart this one. So SIDNEV, you can go ahead and top out. It is a reset. You can go ahead and top out. They're downloading GameCube ROMs. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna re-roll. Should I re-roll? I'll re-roll. New pieces. 4A, A5, BE, 4 Alpha, Alpha 5, Bravo, Echo. It's not sus at all. The player whose issue it was ahead. So it's not sus at all. And, you know, we characteristically have internet issues from certain locations in the world. And so this totally fits that. Yeah, I don't have any drop frames on my side. My internet is good right now, so I don't think it's my side. All right, let's make sure these players are good. All right, 4AA, 5BE. Okay, players are good. Let's try again. My brother is downloading Warzone. Okay, well, tell him to stop. All right, both players are ready. What was once a best of 5, now a virtual best of 3. And yes, this is the first time we even tried to do this game number 3. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And I feel like the stream is already circling the drain again, but let me try to refresh it. Okay, more buffering. We'll give it to like 15 lines on Tommy's side. Okay, the camera's frozen. Well, all right, we seem to be, the camera seems to be frozen, but we do seem to have Tetris. So we will just go with that. We don't really know which player in the room is playing Tetris, but there we go. Okay, we are back. We are so back. We are good. 99,000 for Tommy, 93,000 for SIDNEV. You changed the Wi-Fi receptor. It should be nice. All right. Well, who knows? It could be everybody's watching the Olympics on an illegal stream. I don't know. 163 SIDNEV. 169 for Tommy here in game number 3. Game number 3, very, very important because, well, you're either going to be up 2-1 or down 1-2. Why would you need to watch the Olympics illegally? They literally show it on TV. Imagine having a TV. Arbaro doesn't know where the Olympics are this year. They are in Paris. You can watch I think the opening ceremonies are like still going on. I mean, it seems like they've been going on for like 48 hours. 278 SIDNEV, 261 Tommy. Tommy with a Tetris, 284. I mean, a little bit ahead in lines on our screen. Tetris for SIDNEV, 326. Me mum. Did somebody really say me mum? Me mum. All right, SIDNEV getting up, you know, has gaps near the top of the board, but able to bring these down with a Tetris. Okay, some good pieces to fill in the middle of the board. Great pieces for SIDNEV, 376. Tetris for Tommy, 384. Me mum. Tommy with the Vits. I believe that was a Vits. Looked very Vitsy to me. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, but somewhere Jasmine is smiling. Oh, Tommy double flipping that long bar, but gets it in no problem. 453. There's a Tetris for SIDNEV. 467. Oh, there is Jasmine. So Tommy ahead by two lines and down by about 2/3 of a Tetris. You can do the math because I can't. I like the Olympics, but I don't really care for the opening ceremonies. Like, I don't need to see a bunch of celebrities opening it. How about we get some, like, Nobel Prize winners, you know? To carry the torches, you know? Something like that. Instead we get, like, I don't know. This year it's like Snoop Dogg and the Hawk Twa girl or whatever her name is. 604 for SIDNEV, 571 for Tommy. Tetris down the right side for Tommy, 601 transition into 19. SIDNEV looking for one last bar to get about a 673 transition. But nope, just going to take a nice easy double. And there's the Tetris 678. There's Tetris 702, SIDNEV here on 19. Still, big pace for SIDNEV. Takes that triple. But big pace for Tommy, 711 on 21. Tommy ahead on our screen by, 4 to 8 lines. 816 for SIDNEV. We're into level 22. One of the better color palettes. Although, I mean, it's always amazing to me how different the captures look for these players. Yep, same level. One looks like bubblegum and the other one looks like, I don't know, it's regular. I probably should have, I should have never mentioned that lady. All right, nice tuck setup here for SIDNEV. Oh, isn't able to tuck in that J piece, and all of a sudden SIDNEV up a little bit high in the screen with some trouble, but gets a long bar down for the Tetris. All right, Tommy just gonna bring this down. Not gonna do anything crazy going with the left well. Still early. SIDNEV not in really Tetris position at the moment. Tommy with a clean board. SIDNEV working on hers. Tetris over for Tommy, 940. Tommy ahead again by about, 5 lines or so, anywhere between 5 and 9 lines ahead in the sequence. SIDNEV with a Tetris. All right, Tommy's into 29 at A88. SIDNEV looking for a couple of bars here. Board not really set up for those S's, though. Ends up having to block the well. So it's just going to try to take a good board going into 29. And we'll see. Does open up that right side. Up a little bit high, SIDNEV. Now, this is going to be tough. Down stack here. Tommy's going to bring it down and get a triple. I don't know if SIDNEV's going to survive this at A86. And I don't think the answer is no. And Tommy's going to go up 2-1. Tommy is good. Yeah, SIDNEV just got a bunch of S's just as she was about to go into 29 with a blocked well. And you're like, oh, I'm only going to get one S and I can just burn out of it. But then you just get into that. You get hypnotized by those S's and you're like, I have nowhere else to put him. I got to put him there. Tried to bring it all down, but it just dominoed from there. And Tommy's up 2-1. All right, new pieces for these players going to be A6, EA81, Alpha 6, Echo Alpha 81. Curie, thanks for the pin. A6 EA81, both sides. Good. Alrighty, Root. Looks like both players are ready. Tommy looking to take this one right now. SIDNEV needs to win to force a deciding game number 5 in a 3-2-1 Tetris. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Sorry, I'm choking. My God. Coke Zero doing me wrong here. All right, both players kind of forced to stack high as we get underway. Long bar there for Tommy, long bar SIDNEV. And now here come the bars. True, Coke 0-1, Vandy 0, indeed. Tetris SIDNEV, 99,000, 98,000 for Tommy. Well, that's a good reminder. Stream Elements qualifying is open for Classic Tetris Monthly August. We've got, I think, just 5, well, this and 4 days or 5 days, whatever. July 31st, as the clock strikes midnight. That is the deadline to qualify for August. We have tournaments for all skill levels, from, you know, the Tommy SIDNEV echelon of Tetris all the way down to the Arctic XC, Mirror Riker, Van Dweller, Axis as well. The Kingsman there. No, Kingsman is thriving right now. Kingsman, as I was told yesterday, is now in regular CTL, has graduated out of Tetris for the non-pros and is now in regular CTL. So congrats to Kingsman. He's turning a corner. 224 Tommy, Tetris for SIDNEV, 223. And Tecate, yeah, you're below even the Van Dweller tier. But there's even a tournament for Tecate. SIDNEV gonna get that those pieces to the left and just trying to bowl out this board here so she can avoid topping out this high. Uncovers that right side and gets a long bar down for a Tetris. You saw Kingsman get a 950 in a match. Oh my God, what is the world coming to? Oh my word. It sounds apocalyptic. It sounds like the end of the world. I'm glad I've got my gold bullion in my bug out bag ready to go. Kingsman getting a 950 in a match. 326 for SIDNEV, 327 for Tommy. I got my Jim Baker buckets of food. I'm ready to go. Tetris Tommy 374. There's Vitz for SIDNEV 350 and the long bar. So players super close in scoring lines. Separated by about a Tetris. And try everybody calling out Jasmine, you know. People see a Vitz, people see Jasmine, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe Jasmine doesn't want to be pigeonholed as, you know, the Vitz girl. Maybe she'll move on to other adjustments and other tucks or things like that, or maybe just not even care about that. So, you know, you don't want to pigeonhole people. Tetris Tommy 467. There's one SIDNEV 445. Again, still separated by a Tetris. Jasmine 5 and below, right? Must be cozy. Cozy 5 and below only. All right, SIDNEV, a little bit of a snarl here. Gonna uncover. Takes a triple. The ultimate indignity for Tetris players taking that triple. You know, it's, you know, like, all right, well, you gotta take one. 561 into level 19 for Tommy. 523 into 19 for SIDNEV. Apparently, it's supposed to look like the logo for the 5 below stores, and then they were like, no, the store's called 5 and below. And it's like the whole time we're like, no, guys, it's just 5 below. And they wouldn't listen. All right, Tetris, SIDNEV 656, 648 for Tommy. Oh, Tommy having some trouble double flipping these bars today. And now in a little bit of danger, that T-spin down there, going to keep this board a little more orderly. Adjustments here for Tommy, and he's going to be clean and has an open well, and long bar in for Tommy. So Tommy with the good recovery, 684. SIDNEV trying to get set up for a Tetris. Tommy with another Tetris, 713. SIDNEV at 714. It is super close. Tommy Tetris 742. There's another one, Tommy 770. There's SIDNEV 777. All right, SIDNEV setting up long bar, column 9, building out the left. Taking the skims. A little mini drought here for SIDNEV. Going to end up having to take a triple, 788 long bar in Tetris. 820. Tommy gets a Tetris, 840, and another one, 871. And they're just now trading the lead back and forth. SIDNEV into level 26. And hopefully the sound is okay. It's a new microphone I'm testing out today on a headset. What is it? The Audio Technica sports broadcast headset. It's kind of a budget headset, but so far so good, I think. That Shure SM7B is good, but it's very finicky. So I'll have to go back and listen to this one. Yeah, Amazon finally delivered today. I got my books, I got my headset. I got another book on the way. Tetris for Tommy, A16. Both players have maxed out. SIDNEV is 1 away from the 1.1. It's better than normal. Good. Well, maybe I'll stick with this one. It's easier to deal with because I can move my head around. I can stand up, sit down without adjusting the mic arm. SIDNEV, the first one into 29. She's at B27. Tetris for Tommy, B23. It's super close. Tommy with a little bit of cleanup to do. SIDNEV already clean. Setting up for a Tetris. Taking the skim in a Tetris. SIDNEV C06. All right, see how SIDNEV's going to do. No, just going to take this down with a triple. You think, oh, maybe set up column 9. No, just going to keep this board normal, clean, safe, predictable. Don't want to play any weird formations here you're not used to maybe playing too much. All right, Tommy, meanwhile, trying to figure this board out. Bring this down. SIDNEV at C38. Tommy, B70. And it looks like both players getting ready to set up for it. Tetris's. SIDNEV is set up, ends up having to take a triple. Board got too high. Again, too high. Another triple. Tommy with a Tetris, C20. SIDNEV at C98. We're just about 52 lines until the level 39 super kill screen. And SIDNEV trying to open up the right side and does. Tommy getting up a little bit high here. Maybe going a little too all in here. Long bar over Tetris. SIDNEV at D62. Tommy at D12. SIDNEV a great board in a Tetris. E05. Tommy needs to bring this down. Under 40 lines to go till 39. SIDNEV with a great looking board. Very Tetris friendly and gets another Tetris E56. Another one for SIDNEV. SIDNEV just going ham right now. Tommy just can't seem to find a rhythm here. Gets a long bar over. And I think SIDNEV just needs to just to stay alive and keep adding points, Tetris or otherwise. F94. Just 17 lines to go for Tommy. 13 more to go for SIDNEV. Long bar over for a split double. Tommy's board starting to climb, and it doesn't look like Tommy's going to be able to do anything. SIDNEV has got the rollover. And we are going to a decider because SIDNEV is good in game number 4. All right, we're witnessing some domestic abuse right there. Oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? All right, let's give these players some new pieces. 2EDC03, 2 Echo Delta Charlie 03, 2 Echo Delta Charlie 03. Burrito Dad, oh my God. It's 3 in the morning. In my defense, I delegated the scheduling of this bracket to someone else, and so I don't know why it's at this time, but listen, I'm happy that the match is happening. It's a tough one to schedule with SIDNEV in the Netherlands or wherever she is, and then Tommy on the West Coast, TRISTOP on the East Coast, US, and then Alan Bot in Singapore. This is like a bracket of scheduling death. 2EDC03. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down. It's a decider. There's a decider. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This has been a heck of a match. Yeah, it's pretty late here for a stream. It's 8 o'clock in Texas. We've got about probably 2 more hours before this whole thing is over. And no dinner. Now, of course, I could probably do me well to skip a few meals, but like, oh my God, like seeing that Lone Star footage, and I was doing so well, and I gained a bunch back just from whatever. All brackets conclude tonight. Well, the entire orange bracket concludes. We still have another bracket tomorrow and another one on Sunday. No, I was doing better when I was skipping meals. That's the key. Although we have this leftover pork loin, and I kind of want to make Cuban sandwiches out of it. All right, Tommy 205, SIDNEV 177. All right, another Tetris for Tommy. Gets a J piece to tuck in there. And I was watching the CTWC DAS today, and I don't know who the commentator was, but they kept calling it like the color and the name of the piece. So they would say like, oh, it's the red Z and the blue and the blue S and the red Z, and then the red L and the blue J. And I was like, wait, blue J? That's like a great way to remember which one is which, because I'm totally like I mix the pieces up all the time. But blue jay is a bird, so that makes it easy to remember now. Blue jay. And I just have to remember the blue jay. That's the Jonas classic name, remember? Yeah, I wasn't even think of that. Blue jay. Like I knew, I mean, if you asked me, it would take me a moment to think about it. But now I don't have to think about it as much. It's the blue jay and the red L. Does that just fall apart on non-level 18? Yeah, of course, but you know, the majority of Tetris we're looking at is level 18 colors. What about the easy way to remember S and Z? Well, the Z is red, right? So Z red, red Z, red Z. That's not a thing. Blue S. Now, if the S were blue, then it would be like bluesy, which is like music, you know? And Tommy getting up high on the board, very complicated, trying to bring this down. That's a great looking L. And a long bar in for a triple. That's going to take a lot of pressure off this stack for Tommy. And just a couple pieces away from bringing this down. Tommy has got 4 rows of garbage over the Tetris well. And meanwhile, SIDNEV starting to climb a little bit, taking the skims, getting long bar down for the Tetris. Tommy going to open up that well. Great spin there for the blue jay. And a long bar in for a Tetris and another one. So Tommy is ahead in lines by quite a bit just from playing up higher on the board for longer and is now already into 19 at 496. SIDNEV still on 18, 7 lines to go till 19 at 536. So yeah, so what's the easy way to remember Z and S? Blue S. S blue. I don't know. $558 for Tommy on 20. $586 for SIDNEV on 19. Tommy's into 21. Red Z works if you pronounce it Zed. Red Z. Okay. The red Z. All right, Tommy trying to open up that right side. And the game just feeding him a diet of Z's. SIDNEV going to work, trying to just get these pieces down. Fighting a hair battle as well. Long bar over, Tommy, 628. And another one over for Tommy. Has a score lead, but again, 17 lines in the future, Tommy. I mean, I know that hair flip. Like when I was in high school, I had like, you know, kind of hair that would go over my eyes and stuff. And so I would have to flip it out of my way at work all the time. If you can imagine Vandy with hair. I mean, that was the deal. It wasn't long hair necessarily, but it was like over my face, you know, down to my nose, I would say. You know, it was the early to mid 90s, right? And I was like an alternative kid, you know, my flannels and all that. 713 for SIDNEV. Tetris for Tommy, 752. In the lead, ahead by 13 lines, though. Now SIDNEV back in the score lead. Nervandy. Oh boy, there's a band shirt waiting to happen. Tetris for SIDNEV, 819. Tommy with a Tetris, 855. Now on level 28. Just a few lines to go for Tommy until level 29. There's a Tetris 890. SIDNEV setting up long bar column 9. Tetris for SIDNEV 888. And Tommy is into 29 at about 929. SIDNEV with a Tetris 959. Tommy continuing to try to add points. Going aggressive there with that L piece. Column 8 and 9. Somebody else might have taken the burns, but I think Tommy knows he's behind a little bit. And gets another Tetris A19. Tommy with the first one with the max out here on level 30. SIDNEV trying to get set up for Tetris, is set up, is ready, gets a bar, gets a Tetris. A12. Tommy now trying to bring the stack back down. It seems like no matter what Tommy does, ends up just complicating the board here. And the board getting higher and higher, starting to climb. Looks like could be a spiral here for Tommy. Gets that square to the left, but is going to end up topping out at A38. And SIDNEV is good in game number 5. And we'll be moving on to round 2. So GG to both our players. Thank you so much for giving us a great match to kick off the orange bracket. And we'll go ahead and watch the Mullen, and there's not going to be a Mullen, so we won't watch it. All right. It's going to be 8 and 9. And I'll refresh these streams. Let me run an ad real quick. It says it's prepping an ad. I guess it's been playing ads the whole time. Those of you who are not subscribers, has it been playing ads? And are you still able to watch the matches during the ads? That's what I'm curious about. No ads? I gotta get a studio mode button here. It's kind of annoying to do that. Let's get rid of Decider. Okay. I use ad blockers so no ads. Oh, man. Well, thank you very much for blocking the ads. Okay, well, we'll get TRISTOP and Alan set up. Imagine blocking the ads. Imagine. I don't blame you. But on the other hand, wish people would watch the ads. Okay. Here, we'll make TRISTOP have a big room here. And we'll select color, bed color. We'll try a medium bed color here. Okay. Oh my god, it's like you don't even know. And then we'll try to figure out Alan Bot's stream, which is always fun to do. All right, I guess we just have Alan Bot's head there. No. I guess we have a giant head and then a small person. So there's a giant head on the right, and then just a regular human person on the left. It's okay. Oh, we have to flip the head around? All right, we'll flip the head around. All right, now you can look at your... All right, I guess we're going to go... Should we go 2 big heads? Is that what we want? 2 giant heads? I guess that's what we'll do. Because you can't just... you can't just have one person with a giant head and the other one without a giant head, right? You gotta have... It's got to be the same on both sides just for aesthetics. You think the gianter the head, the better? All right, I guess we're going 2 big heads. Big head mode activated. But now one head is higher than the other head. Oh, man. And one head is like, I mean, the head fills up like the entire screen. All right, I guess we'll do our best. Shirt cams? Oh my god. All right, players, it's time to happen. It's time to happen? What? It's time to play. It's time to make things happen. All right. I reached for one word and grabbed an adjacent concept. Okay. Alpha 7 Charlie 5 7 Bravo. Alpha 7 Charlie 5. It's time to happen. That is right. Okay, players, I have made the protocols. It is time to happen. What is the thing between parentheses after the PB for both players? That is their ranking in the PBs at the time that I pulled the PBs. So TRISTOP at that time had the 6th highest PB, AlanBot 18. But it's probably been changed since then, but I do it at the beginning of the month. All right, players. We have completed the protocols, and it is time to happen. And 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It's time to happen. Do your fingers. It is time to happen. How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. All right, A7 Charlie 5 7B, right? Is that what it is? These players' heads are too big. Somebody ship Alan a wide angle camera. A7 C5 7 8. Oh no! Oh, look at it! I caught him. Alan, it's a B. I caught him. He had an 8. He changed it to a B. Another win for the seed checker. Amazing. All right, both players are ready. It is TRISTOP and Alan in a big head battle. 2 big heads playing 2 big games of Tetris. Let's go ahead and get them underway. TRISTOP and AlanBot in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I mean, I forgot. I probably should have done a little stencil fixing, but we can take care of that right now. I think we can. Nope. That's not ideal. We'll do the best we can. All right, that's not so bad. All right, TRISTOP, of course, coming off an amazing run in the Classic Tetris World Championship. So amazing. I keep saying amazing, which is not a word I like to say, and I don't even use it all the time. So something's going on. Maybe it's past my bedtime or something. Next thing you know, I'll be saying incredible. You know, Vandy does not want to ever say incredible. But I will say some entertaining matches. Line spin TRISTOP. Thank you very much. That said, they were amazing matches that TRISTOP was involved in CTWC, despite not winning the tournament. I think TRISTOP came away as kind of the highlight hero of the tournament. 121 right now, 101 for AlanBot. And, you know, TRISTOP jumping up just on the basis of that performance and some CTL stuff, jumping up very high in the Premier poll as well that same month. And it occurs to me that there will be another Premier poll just around the corner. And I'm probably going to turn it in late again. And Pumpy's probably going to have to remind me again, hey, Vandy, we need your Premier poll. It doesn't end on the 31st. It ends on the 30th. Sorry. I'm like, oh, crap. You know, it's not at midnight. It's at noon, Vandy. We go through this every month. I'm like, ah. Yeah, the Philadelphia win. That's right. So TRISTOP having quite a month. In June, Allenbot gets a long bar here. We are experiencing some slowdowns here. I'm going to assume that's a Tetris. There is a triple for Allenbot, 207, 282, now 305 for TRISTOP. TRISTOP, another one of those players, as is Allenbot, where it's like, all right, they've put in their time. Masters event victory could happen. And I think we have a couple of, you know, players that are out this month, notably Andy. So maybe the field a little tiny bit easier to navigate without a player like Andy. In the mix. $350 for TRISTOP, $213 for Allenbot. Allenbot, we are experiencing, you know, some a little bit of slideshow, but we're making it. And TRISTOP, you know, putting on some great pace performances during that month as well in all those venues. No great place for a square for TRISTOP, so you're just going to throw it down the right side and burn it away. Jasmine says, I feel like we're about to witness a Scott Gray game. Scott Gray, an enjoyer of pace games as opposed to, you know, long line out kind of games. And certainly possible with players like TRISTOP and Allenbot. And of course, you know, SIDNEV waiting in the wings to play the winner of this. Another pacer, SIDNEV. All right, TRISTOP just going to take the burns here. Start getting set up again. Allenbot trying to establish a Tetris well. Takes a skim, long bar in, and a Tetris. Why did he say pacer like a rude word? Did I say like a rude word? Oh, these pacers are ruining Tetris. These horrible pacers. Pacers are stealing American jobs. $539 TRISTOP. There's a tuck for Allenbot. He's Tetris ready. $453. That's right. The Indiana Pacers are stealing American job. $542 transition for TRISTOP. Allen trying to get something established here. Has a T-spin set up. Long bar over Tetris. You love it. $523. So Allenbot about a Tetris behind in transition pace. Blur the Fur says, Pacer? I hardly know her. I'm always one for that stupid joke. I'm like, yep. I like that. $699 TRISTOP, $603 for Allenbot. Allen going to take that triple and a single, open the well, long bar in, Tetris. We'll see if these lines can start syncing up here. Another tuck for Allenbot, $667. Tetris Allen 695. Same lines in about a 40,000 point difference when those lines were the same. I'm hypnotized. I gotta admit, I'm watching this and I am hypnotized. So Allen keeping it close, was at one point back by about 100,000 points. Now, just with, you know, less than a Tetris when their lines are the same. Allen gets a nice long bar to take that double. Okay, gonna uncover that well. Square for the left, long bar over Tetris, 879. There's a Tetris TRISTOP. TRISTOP ahead by 40,000 points in 3 lines. Just about 23 lines away from the level 29 transition. There's another Tetris Allen bot. Both players with max outs. TRISTOP still ahead with that 40,000 or so point lead. Long bar over Tetris. TRISTOP with the 1.1. Allen, long bar in, also has a 1.1. TRISTOP in with a B64. Allen's board looking a little tiny bit complicated. That long bar to the left is going to help a lot. And just needs to bring this down. And yes, Allen is going to bring this down. Is actually set up for Tetris and gets one, B63. TRISTOP at B74, trying to get this board down. Start working into Tetris's again. Another one for Allen bot. Allen now in the lead at CO4. TRISTOP's board starting to climb. Allen's good and low. And TRISTOP is going to start bringing this down. Some good skims here. And good survival from TRISTOP. Not out of the woods yet, but Allen continuing to go. And it's actually ahead now by 90,000 points. TRISTOP just needs a couple of well-timed pieces here to bring this down. That left side still a concern. Another Tetris for Allen bot, D33. All of a sudden, he's up by over 100,000 points. And TRISTOP just cannot seem to bring this board down. And had a Tetris set up there, but ended up having to cover. And it's just a bunch of ill-timed pieces for TRISTOP. And Allenbot now up over 200,000 points and continuing to just drop in Tetrises. This is shocking. TRISTOP was ahead the entire time, and Allenbot, TRISTOP's just been in this dig. Heroic finally gets a Tetris at C92. But now Allenbot, up over 200,000, about 200,000 points with just 30 lines to go until level 39. And really no signs of slowing down. I mean, what a turn. And there's another Tetris TRISTOP. There's one for Allenbot, though. And TRISTOP basically has to go perfect. Allenbot with the rollover. It just has to hope that something happens to Allenbot here. But I don't see how that's going to happen. Allen's doing great. Another Tetris for TRISTOP. Might have to set up for a couple. There's another one, F32. Allen with the 1.7. And TRISTOP trying to get set up again. There's another one, TRISTOP F79. There's another one, Allenbot. TRISTOP is into 39. Allenbot going to top out with the 1.8. Double rollover. Allenbot with the 1.8. TRISTOP with the 1.6. Double 39, double rollover, and more. I mean, that's shocking. Like, Allen was down by about 100,000 points, and then TRISTOP just got stuck in that dig for like 50, 60 lines, something like that. It was staying like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows above the bottom, just digging there the whole time. And meanwhile, Allenbot just kept throwing in Tetrises over and over. I mean, that was crazy. GG. Whew. All right, when you're ready, players, we'll roll you some new pieces. I'm not even ready. 8-2, C2, 8-2. 8-2, Charlie 2, 8-2. Tristan, one of the best to ever play the game. Fact. I couldn't agree more, B. John. Tristan is one of the best. Boopy Pants says Vandy just burned 200 calories. I mean, I think that's just my like basal metabolic rate at this point. Just to maintain this is 200 calories. Ziggy7Z, thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate that. We need seed pinners here. 8-2 C2 8-2. 8-2 Charlie 2 8-2. Rogue Potato with the $16.66 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you very much. Also, I don't know if I got Avi last time, but thank you, Avi, for the $50 contribution and Abby Normal as well. There are still contribution codes to do. There's 2 left out of 50. So please, let's finish those. 8-2 C2 8-2. Okay, great. Let's get both players ready in. Where's my chat? Here's my chat. Let's get it. Game 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, Dog out in round 1. Tommy out in round 1, and then one of Alan Bot or TRISTOP has to go out in round 1, which is just crazy. You know, roll over and lose. What else can you do? And sodium is out. True. There's just not like this needs to be like a 24 player bracket or something. But God, can you imagine? we already have to schedule these 16 prima donnas. It's like, oh, I have a pool party to go to that day, maybe. So I want to keep that open. I can't really, I gotta do that 50% more times. We might need triple elimination. Oh, true. All right, 183 for TRISTOP as we get game number 2 underway. 142 for Alan Bot. Jasmine says, pool party is valid, though. Yeah, picking pecans, playing Fortnite. There's a lot of valid excuses for not playing in the biggest monthly Tetris tournament in the world for thousands of dollars. Next month, yeah, I hear that. I was watching Coffee's stream after Masters last night, and Scooty and Miles were on there, and Miles was like, should I even qualify for next month? I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks, and we're just gonna have to like speed run that bracket, like just right off the bat. We're just gonna have to speed run the scheduling of it, get it done the first week. All right, 280 for TRISTOP, 281 for Alan Bot. Gonna take a flat long bar burn. Kingsman loves it. Tetris, Alan Bot, good board. Looking to build up again. Well, maybe not the greatest board. Kind of T dependent on one half of the board. And just kind of waiting for something. Oh, there's a nice T. And getting a little droughted. Get out your droughts. It is a trout. And then as soon as you say the trout line, the bar comes. So that is how to end a drought immediately, is to commit to the trout line. TRISTOP setting up a dirty 2 rows off the bottom. He's at 357, 377 for Allenbot. There's a dirty for TRISTOP. Split triple TRISTOP. He's gonna build. He's building 3 rows off the bottom. Allenbot getting a little frustrated, musses up the hair a bit. Going for the dirty himself. 413 TRISTOP, 383 for Allenbot. Allenbot uncovers the dirty well. And I see a long bar in the window, but will it get in there? We'll have to see in the next slide. You want to talk bracket of death, like this is the match of death in terms of internet, at least traditionally. 408 for Allenbot, 419 for TRISTOP. There's another dirty for Allenbot. Although TRISTOP's internet has been much improved of late. But what is not much improved is his stack right now. It's kind of a mess. That long bar hole there needs some attention. 459 Allenbot. And the long bar goes in. That's going to be a double. So TRISTOP now working this down. Has got a path out of this dig. And opens up that right side. TRISTOP 434. Doesn't fall too far behind Allenbot. But now we are waiting for a bar. There's one for Allen. Allen actually back, though, by a few lines. As soon as TRISTOP gets these long bars in, we'll see the line disparity. And there it is. TRISTOP is in at 19. Into 19 at 485. TRISTOP in at 531. Tetris TRISTOP 509. There's another one, TRISTOP 534. So it has a score lead, but it's well ahead. Allenbot with a tricky board here going into 19, just 3 lines away. There's a double. And now it's into 19. This could clear away fairly easily, and I think it will. And just 2 more lines. There's one, there's another, and another bar would be great for Allenbot. He's going to get a Tetris and a long bar in, and he approves this message. And another Tetris for Allenbot, 600. TRISTOP at 641, but 11 lines in the future. So that was a scary 19 transition, but it was kind of a well-ordered chaos, and Allenbot was able to bring it down without that much difficulty. Tetris for TRISTOP. Tris for TESTOP. K9 watching Tetris with the 100 bits says, go Allenbot, go. It's a good time to remind you that you are welcome to support our channel with bits and subscriptions. And also, I want to thank Dano222 on YouTube Super Chat for saying, go Allenbot, go. Contributing $22.22 Canadian. Thank you, Dano222. Sorry for missing that earlier. If you are an Amazon Prime member, you can subscribe to the channel here on Twitch basically for free and have access to emotes and ad-free viewing. And it would help support the channel quite a bit. That Amazon Prime sub that you can use here on Twitch is use it or lose it, so don't give it back to Jeff Bezos. Use it for us, use it for someone else, but don't let it go to waste. 771 for Allenbot, 897 for TRISTOP. There's a Tetris TRISTOP, 932, 814 for Allenbot. All right, Allenbot gets a Tetris 883, tucks in that square. TRISTOP with the max out here on 28. 7 lines to go until 29. A critical game for TRISTOP. It's you'd rather be tied 1-1 than down 2-0. Skip Logic with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. 28 months from Skippy. Arbaro with the $25 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you, Arbaro, the players. Thank you very much. TRISTOP is into 29, just about into 30. And gets a Tetris into 30. He's at B22. And another Tetris, B60. Allenbot's got the max out. He's into 29 as well. TRISTOP ahead by over 100,000 points, but also ahead by 10 to 15 lines in the future. That will become a factor as we get closer to the level 39 super kill screen. We've got more masters in, you know, less than 24 hours. Oh my God. So Allenbot's board getting up a little high here for 29 speed, but getting it figured out. You always worry about those left side builds and getting drought. It gets a long bar in. Allenbot B42. TRISTOP trying to bring this down. Allenbot nowhere near close to being ready for a Tetris. Getting a little droughted over there on TRISTOP's side. And a Tetris for TRISTOP C86. He's ahead by 13 lines. TRISTOP's left side, kind of a mess here. This is going to take some work to bring it down if he even can. And getting T's over. Okay, it looks like he's making some progress, but could get RNG'd hard here. Kind of at the mercy of RNG, but Allenbot fighting in that left side. No, that's going to be a top one for Allenbot, and TRISTOP is good in game number 2. GG's. Someone says, no way Allen lives this, right? But I don't know. I've seen some pretty amazing survival from Allenbot and other players. All right, we'll get these players some pieces. Pieces are going to be 4914F7. 4914F7. This is a best of 5. Each player 1-1. Now, is anyone without ad blocker seeing ads? That's what I want to know. That would help me out to know that. Like at any point during the thing. Like if you don't have ad blocker, are you actually seeing them? No ads. What the freak? So you don't have Twitch Turbo, you don't have an ad blocker, and you're not seeing ads. RickyBot loves ads. RickyBot loves ads as much as Jasmine loves Vits. You see ads come up on the side of the screen? Okay, well that's helpful to know. 4914F7, 4914F7. Okay. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between TRISTOP and Allenbot. A critical game 3. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Omen Voir, you are subbed, so doesn't count. Yeah, for years I was like, no, I don't want to have Twitch run mid-roll ads or anything like that. On the other hand, like, you know, I don't see any other streamer on Twitch like having ads and then apologizing for it. So I'm like, you know what? I just gotta be ruthless and do it. So I guess I'm letting Twitch do it, and I'm letting YouTube do it as well. I've given you years of minimal ads. There's a streamer who waits for ads to be... There's one streamer who waits for ads to be over before continuing the stream. Well, we can just pause the players and just say, oh, players, you got to pause here for the ads. But, see, I just can't reliably remember to run ads, so I'll just use the built-in automated tools to do it. What's up, Trong Vu, James does stuff, Valentinus, Chandra, Caden R, Cheyenne Abadi, Frederick B. Sammy Plays Tetris over on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. Powerhouse says I get ads on the right side of the video. So that that is what I hope is the experience. Like, I don't want people to be completely interrupted. All right, Simul, Tetris 251, TRISTOP 230 for Alan Bott. Alan Bott with kind of a tricky formation there. And gets the T-spin. It's going to take some, well, not going to take additional burning here. If Alan can get a long bar for a Tetris, yes. And maybe trying to go for another Tetris. Minimize the number of burns. Certainly, he's going to take that burn. Okay, he's not that crazy. So there you go. A couple of Tetrises and only one burn there for Alan Bott. 600 IQ. 302 Alan Bott. 301 TRISTOP. TRISTOP trying to figure out how to minimize burns here. It has a spire in the middle of the stack made up of a bunch of different pieces. And TRISTOP is like, what am I doing? Let me just bring this down. Really do not want to lose number 3 on something like this. So just bring it down. You got plenty of time. All right, 336 TRISTOP. He's brought his board back down. He's at 337, 353. Alan Bott. But, you know, I'll always be transparent with you, right, about what we're doing, what we're facing, and why. I'm not going to just start doing it without telling you. TRISTOP near the top of the board. Trying to figure this out. It has some gaps there. Ends up having to put additional weight on that hole here just to burn it away. Alan Bott with a Tetris well open, good burn opportunities. Long bar over Tetris. TRISTOP's board clean now. Tetris well, Tetris 373. There was one Alan Bott 449. I forget how long these Masters streams are. You know, I got spoiled by these DAS brackets, which are over in a crispy 2 hours. Because there's no post 29 really. Oh, adjustment for Alan Bott. Very nice. Tetris Allen 540. Boxy says, when will CTM become a pay-per-view event? Then no ads required. Oh, don't give me any ideas there, Boxy. Of course, that'll kill the whole thing, right? People will finally have an excuse to watch Classic Tetris Wars. Of course, I kid the Classic Tetris Wars community. That's actually a fun stream, and you should all watch it. Classic Tetris Wars. Part of the Grand Designs Extended Cinematic Universe. Tetris or TRISTOP 559 into 19. 632 for Alan Bott. One line away. Man, as you see, he's finally going to have to take a burn. And yes, actually has a couple of burns available and can take them. Alan Bott getting a little bit droughted around 19 here. Long bar in Tetris. 662 for Alan Bott. 588 for TRISTOP. Vandy, did you catch CTL where Eyeball won by 120 points? I don't often have time to watch CTL as much as I like people running it and the players. I get all the Tetris I can handle with CTM at this point. But 120 point game sounds worth watching. 669 TRISTOP, 745 Alan Bott. Vandy, did you see the one where Meme won by 3 points? Do I remember that one? 800 for Allenbot. Yeah, that was a kind of a fun moment. There's already a YouTube short, so that must be Mari going to work with them YouTube shorts. 829 Allen, 753 for TRISTOP. Long bar over Tetris, 781. So Allenbot with a 76,000 point lead. And TRISTOP with a little bit of cleanup to do. Allenbot up by 100,000 points now. Allen trying to figure out how to clean this. Probably looking, yeah, it didn't end up getting the piece he wanted, so going to cause some extra lines of burning. I think he wanted that that J piece to do a one-line burn, but just didn't arrive. And TRISTOP down with the Tetris 880. We got a little slideshow on our screen. Hopefully it will be back because it's close. So during these things, players do definitely keep playing. Usually things are going to come back, and we are deep enough into the game where we just kind of accept the results. 977 for TRISTOP through 206. We have Allenbot at 967 through 199. So TRISTOP with the max out. Oh, nice tuck here for Allenbot. And he's going to uncover. Wow. And he is clean just like that. So great down stacking here for Allenbot. He's got a max out. TRISTOP at A81, just one away from the 1.1. These players are separated by about three lines. So TRISTOP with a real lead. Tetris for Allenbot, A87, 5 lines to go for both players. Yeah, it's like Allen's giving a down stacking seminar on with a very detailed PowerPoint. Down stacking theory 301 for upperclassmen. And we are super close here on level 30, just 1,000 points. Tetris for TRISTOP. Allenbot's board starting to climb. And no, Allen is not going to survive, and TRISTOP is going to take this one to go up 2 games to 1. GG's TRISTOP. Yeah, this is Allenbot is giving you one of your major electives. You know, you got to do your core requirements, then you have 5 classes in your major. This is down stacking 301. All right, players, I just need about 30 seconds, so I shall return. All right, yeah, players, I'll be back in about 30 seconds. You can warm up for about a minute or so, and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Thank you for indulging me. Need about 30 seconds to a minute to wait. We are back, so I think we're at AC9D6C. Ooh, I've got my salty water. I'm a little overhydrated today. I'm trying to drink like a full liter of water before every meal. So I'm pretty much like overhydrated. Chen says, monthly Tetris, you miss university. Yeah, I like being in college. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back. I figure everyone alive right now is going to live to at least 120. So, you know, if you're in your 40s, you still got like 80 years to go. You're just going to like sit around retired? No, this is go pursue new knowledge. All right, Alan Bot. Let's go. Alan, please contact judges. Skip says, oh no, please, I do not want to live to 140. Alan! No, you should all be prepared to live to about 120, or if not longer. Like even you folks who are like under the age of 20, you might live to be like 140. I'm gonna refresh both these streams. You got a good, you have a good point there, Barrett. I'll refresh the streams and then we'll start. Close your eyes. Okay. Both players are ready. I am ready. The seeds are correct. Let's get them started. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. No, you're going to be alive past 100, but in like good health, right? So you should prepare for that. And then you also don't give up, well, you know, I'm in my 40s now. It's not enough time to pursue anything. No, you're going to live like another 100 years. So you got plenty of time to do a lot of things. TRISTOP setting up the T-Tuck Vits. Takes a burn to maintain the Vits. And just cannot get a bar. Building on top of the Vits. Trying to keep that Vits well open. And there's the bar finally for the Vits. Are we going to get one for the Tetris now? And Alan Bot with kind of an issue here. TRISTOP does get one for the Tetris and another one, 76,000. And there's one for Alan. Sonny says, this is authentic Masters stacking. Chen says, Masters is dirty 18, clean 19. True. Oh, everyone's 18. People can just play 18. They're always maximizing top scores on 18, but you can see players run into problems. Allenbot's still in a little bit of a problem, but not too far behind TRISTOP, even with this problem happen. Actually has a dirty Tetris setup and trying to keep that open, and does keep it open with a few nifty burns here from Allen. Pollo says, Vandy, what do you think is most beneficial, being on round 1 first match and wait for other match, or being round 2 winner and taking the momentum? I'm probably not the best person to ask. You probably want to ask somebody who actually like wins matches. You know, so I don't know. Ask somebody in chat who has real competitive experience at the highest level. Personally, I don't want to wait around. I just want to get into it, but mostly because I'm waiting for the inevitable loss to happen, and I just want to get it over with. $218 for Allen Bots. One long bar in, needs another one for the Tetris. $276 for TRISTOP. Setting up a couple of tucks here. Gets a square in that tuck hole. And either wants a S or a Blue Jay. And yeah, these are some stacks of all time. Well, at least on Allen's side now. But really throughout this level 18 here in game 4, these are some of the stacks of all time. Is there ever competitions on emulator? Most of the competitions do allow you to play on emulator. You can play in CTM on emulator. Allenbot setting up a Vits. Long bar comes in to complete the Vits. Tetris for TRISTOP. Another Tetris Allenbot. There are some competitions that don't, or maybe there were. Another Vit setup for Allenbot. And it is cozy and it is completed. And a burn and a Tetris for Allen. 355, 442 TRISTOP. I think notably WPL did not allow emulators. I could be mistaken, when they were doing their WPL opens back in the day. But they are still allowed in CTM. If you want to see a nuanced, good video on whether emulators / keyboard is an advantage in the Super Mario speedrun community, you can check out Eyeball and a video on his channel on YouTube, IBALL. Just look up Eyeball Mario. And he's got one, and I think there are some points that we could take here in Tetris. And overall, you know, almost all the players who have won have been on console, so I don't think it confers much of an advantage, if at all. 560 for TRISTOP, 474. But you can be sure, as soon as somebody, you know, wins in the modern era on emulator, there'll be all kinds of calls to ban emulator. Tetris for Allenbot, 522, 586 for TRISTOP. Another one for TRISTOP, 614. Another Tetris Allenbot, 599. I mean, you know, I think emulator is a great entry point and a great way to see, do I even like this? But eventually, if you want to compete at the highest levels, I think you will at some point want to get, you know, CRT, real console. There's a lot of tight movements that you have to do within a very narrow frame window, that if you learn on emulator, once you do a live tournament, you have to kind of adjust for that. But just to try your hand at it and see if this is something you even want to do, then, you know, go for it. 713 TRISTOP, 715 Allenbot. Another Tetris TRISTOP, and we are super close in score. Allenbot maybe with a little pace lead here now as the actual real-time score lead. So how about that with Allenbot and all his crazy boards and builds, and maybe it was a little bit of controller problems. Now actually kind of in the lead, or at least tied for it. All right, Allenbot not clean at the moment. Could have used a long bar there for a flat burn. Maybe he had some other plan in mind, but Allenbot, I think, could have been out of this by now. But what do I know? Very little. 853 for Allenbot. Tetris TRISTOP 885. Yeah, emulator setups will have additional lag. You can get that down to like very minimal frames, enough that it's playable. But even if you get like a clone console, one that can, you know, into like a retro tank, that's what I tried that the other day again. My regular console into my, like through a line doubler, and it was pretty good. It was very playable. It wasn't perfect, but 972 for Allenbot. Tetris for TRISTOP. One line to go until 29. He's got the max out, A31. TRISTOP looking to seal it right now. Allenbot needs to overcome a small deficit, but TRISTOP's board is kind of a mess here. A beautiful triple. He's going to love that, but we'll see what he can make of it. Allenbot with a good, low, clean board. And TRISTOP trying to bring his down, has the bad line spin set up. And will burn his way out of that one. Not going to go for anything crazy there. Allenbot's right side, he can get nothing over there. It's going to be a top out for Allenbot. And TRISTOP was topping out as well, but TRISTOP is good and will take game number 3 and move on to the top 8, round 2. GG to both players. Boy, I thought Allenbot was going to somehow pull something out, but ended up building too high in column 8 and 9. And was just not going to get something over. So GG to both players. And I should probably report these matches. I should always remember to report the matches. Let's see. So it was a decider with Tommy and SIDNEV, right? So decider, SIDNEV moving on. And my God, SIDNEV and TRISTOP. Another crazy matchup that should be a finals. And this is TRISTOP 3, Allenbot 1. Congrats to you both, and GG, you did really well. TRISTOP 3, Allenbot 1. Right, we'll be back in a moment or two with SIDNEV versus TRISTOP in round 2. Yep. Actually, TRISTOP's going to be here, and SIDNEV's going to be over here. So that actually makes things kind of easy. And while we're messing around, if you want to catch what is shaping up to be a really crazy event, I'm going to be there. Check it out, CTWC Montreal, hosted and organized, maybe disorganized, by our friends Martz and K9 Watching Tetris, August 17th and 18th in Montreal, Canada. I mean, the guest list, I was looking at the lists, and it's pretty wild of the people who have said they are going. It's really shaping up to be one of the highlights of the year. And of course, we're going to get a face and body and identity reveal of K9 Watching Tetris, which I think is worth enough. And I will be there. I will be somehow, I think I've weaseled my way into the commentary team at a CTWC event. Not exactly sure how that happened, but nonetheless, it has happened. And now there's nothing they can do about it. They are stuck. with your old pal Van Dweller. All right, let me go ahead and refresh both of our players. There's a refresh for this individual and a refresh for another individual. Lapis says, so Vandy doesn't go to CTWC, but he goes to Canada. Bro, how? Was that a CTWC that I really wanted to go to in retrospect? Put yellow mustard on watermelon? Shut up. That's not real. Spoopy, you're capping. I should have come. Ultimately, I couldn't do it, Vince. I just had too much other stuff going on. Not enough resources. I'm limited, man. I'm tapped here. And plus, you know, I mean, I've already seen the world's public storage units, so I didn't necessarily need to go to Pasadena to see more. All right, let's get these players started. Pieces are here. It's going to be 37D019. 37D019. Well, I didn't know Vince was in chat. My God, if I'd known that, I would have not said anything. Vince, you're not supposed to be watching this. I did snort. Oh, my God. See, I get that from my mom. My mom was a snort laugher. Business as usual. That's true. Vince knows I love him. They never give it back. Only Kingsman gives it back. See, they should give it back. But problem is, I'm too small for them to care about. Right? See, I'm like the little guy. Like sending firecrackers over the fence of my big mansion neighbors, you know? And I'm just a little guy. 37D019. 37D019. Vandy, when he realizes that I'm probably going to help host Heart of Texas qualifier because ATG Expo's in June. That doesn't affect me at all. Get a snort button already. All right, we're in round 2. TRISTOP and SIDNEV. And wow, what a matchup. It could easily be a finals. This is probably a lot of people's dream finals. Both players gunning for their first ever CTM Masters event victory. Only one of them can make it to the semifinals. And we are about to determine which one of them it's going to be. TRISTOP and SIDNEV in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Vandy being called a little guy. Is it April Fools? Yeah, see, this is... So you get Kingsman to do your dirty work for you, Vince. It's a very smart acquisition bringing the Kingsman cinematic universe into the CTWC extended cinematic universe. See, now you've got your... You got your little guy there that can do all the dirty work. Cousin Avi redeemed the no tickling the controller voice this stream. We're not even in danger of doing the no tickling the controller voice. Vandy is not little, that's all I got. Oh, why don't you make fun of my psoriasis now, Vince? Oh no. That's it. All right, we are underway here in game number 1, round 2, TRISTOP and SIDNEV. And TRISTOP is like half not on the screen. He totally moved on me, so I gotta move his camera back in. Apologies for that. These Tetris players, very mobile. They're moving around all the time. Unlike me and Kingsman, who just are totally immobile. K9 watching Tetris is gifted a tier 1 sub to Classic Vamche. Thank you very much, K9. Classic Vamche, enjoy your emotes, including the GG emote, which you guys have a very similar one. It's very, very suspicious. Interesting. 209 SIDNEV, 150 for TRISTOP. Tetris TRISTOP 220, 255 for SIDNEV. I kid Vince because I love Vince. Why does the commentator always talk bad about CTWC? Aren't they friends? Yes, we are friends. And we prefer doing things our own way. So there's that. 289 for TRISTOP, 326 for SIDNEV, where it is about 4 in the morning. All right, TRISTOP in spot of bother. Trying to uncover that right side. Would love a quick long bar. Gets the quick long bar. Uncovers that series of gaps over on the right side. SIDNEV, meanwhile, not slowing down at all. Tetris after Tetris. 400,000 for SIDNEV. 301 for TRISTOP, who is still burning up near the top of the box here. Trying to get pieces to the left and right. That's what you need to burn things down. You need pieces, you need material left and right to burn against. So you got to throw it there when you're in trouble. And TRISTOP is out of trouble and is now Tetrising. 374 for TRISTOP, 447 SIDNEV, now trying to fill out her left side of the board. And TRISTOP gonna top out here on 18 at 374, and SIDNEV is good in game number 1. So a shocking exit here in game 1 from TRISTOP. SIDNEV, you should top out before you get an unintentional top out. There you go. Now you can take an intentional top out and not hurt your stats. TRISTOP says, nah, that 18 stacking was so bad. Let's get these players some new pieces as soon as SIDNEV is ready. All right, well, we're not going to mullen this all the way to 39, right? There's a lot of delay. I mean, I did refresh the... Oh, your internet died. Okay, no problem. It's okay. I did refresh the streams on my side, so... But it sounds like her internet went. All right, new pieces. DFB9FD Delta Foxtrot Bravo 9 Fox Delta. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. Vince, do you know if CTWC, which I plan on going to next year, but do you know if it's in June again? Next year? Like, do you know when is it? Because that's going to, I mean, does that mean the end of the ATG Expo Heart of Texas or what? DFB9FD. Wait, FD, okay. I'm not invited? Oh, I've been banned? Oh, no. Oh, no, sir. All right, let's get these players underway. Game 2, SIDNEV up 1-0 over TRISTOP. 3-1 Tetris. Oh, my God. That's quite the company there, Curie. SIDNEV with her 1 pushdown point. The last time that these players faced each other, as far as I can tell, appears to be CTM April 2024. SIDNEV knocked TRISTOP out. And round 2 of that April 2024 Classic Tetris Monthly and actually in CTM it appears, at least in Masters, it appears that TRISTOP has never beaten SIDNEV. There was one matchup in April 2024. There was one in January 2023. There was another one in May 2021. And SIDNEV won every time. Hey everybody, it's your old pal, Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. And I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Tetris for SIDNEV, 187-206 for TRISTOP. Shaking his head like a DAS player, and yet is rolling here. T-spin for SIDNEV, 250, and TRISTOP Tetris, 259. TRISTOP from the United States of America, SIDNEV from the Netherlands. That sounds like a place you don't want to get lost, right? Oh, I got lost in the Netherlands. Or it sounds like a place where you get kicked, right? Oh, man, she kicked him right in the Netherlands. You know? All right. 286 from SIDNEV. 306 from SIDNEV. There's a nice, I almost called it a king tuck, but a key tuck. But Kingsman loves that tuck so much, they should just call it a king tuck. It sounds like a place where you never grow up. True. Thinks about a Peter Pan. Yeah, they probably speak some kind of weird language like, I don't know, Dutch or something there. Like just some crazy language. 355 SIDNEV, 357 for TRISTOP. All right, there's a tuck for the T for SIDNEV and a Tetris 401, 403 TRISTOP. Super close right now. Same line count, 2,000 points. Oh, TRISTOP getting a bunch of S's, and they're not great for his board at all. I mean, they're hardly good for anyone's board. But for his board, they were not good. And the game continuing to feed players S's. There's a Vits for SIDNEV. Seems like SIDNEV able to handle those S's a lot better than TRISTOP did, just because of the configuration of the board. But getting it flattened out, straightened out. All right, SIDNEV's 9 is pretty high here and gets a long bar over. Sometimes you see that from TRISTOP a lot. Sometimes overbuilding on that column 9, but this time able to get the bar over. And a spire here for SIDNEV with these red Z's, the red Z's. Thanks for the raid, Colin. Party of 10. Sounds like a record-breaking Classic Tetris Wars stream, so congratulations. 544 SIDNEV, 523 TRISTOP. I just can't stop today. I just cannot stop. I can't stop. It was Basement Battles. Oh. Well, clearly that's an underperforming Basement Battle stream for sure. Usually a ton of people there. 590. Go check it out. I mean, there's so many great events where even if you don't want to commit to playing a tournament, you can play just kind of pickup games. You know, we pioneered the format with Tetris Deathmatch back in 2018, and there have been a million variations, and so there's just a bazillion places to play pickup games of Tetris. If you're just not ready to play a tournament, check out, you know, Basement Battles. And well, Tetris Friendly is like a closed list now. 663 for SIDNEV here on 19, 582 for TRISTOP. But yeah, check it out at CHRISTM on Twitch. I feel like Colin needs a catchier Twitch name, don't you think? I mean, it's hard to... It's like you got to remember, oh... You know, it's like his name, so you don't want to say his full name out loud, but you got to spell it out every time. TRISTOP here, problems with those L pieces. Poyo says, roast me now, Vandy. Oh, no, I can't do that. I'll have the whole LATAM community after me. $654 TRISTOP, 801 for SIDNEV. Arbaro says, no, I think the best way of getting your feet wet in the community is by immediately committing yourself to schedule 8 matches over the next month. True. I mean, it's hard to roast Poyo because he's just a winner at life. You know, I can't do it. There's nothing to roast. Got a great life, great attitude, you know. He's doing things well. I mean, it's just hard to. How do you roast Poyo? 929 SIDNEV, 783 TRISTOP. I mean, I guess, you know, you just kind of rub it in olive oil, salt and pepper, maybe a little sage stuffed in there. But other than that, how do you roast Poyo? I don't know. Well, I guess maybe adobo, right? That would be good. And plus, I don't know Poyo that well. See, I can only roast people that I know really well, and plus that are older. You can't roast young people; they can't take it. But the older people can take it. We've seen a lot, man. 896 for TRISTOP. SIDNEV with the max out, A72. So a big lead for SIDNEV here in game number 2. And a Tetris down for SIDNEV, 1.1. That is going to bring the stack down to a safe, workable level. Vandy, are you calling young people snowflakes again? I guess I am. I guess you caught me. No, I'm usually not that way. I don't know. Something's crazy today. Because I like young people. You know, I don't complain about young people. I think people are individuals. So, yeah, that's a dumb thing to say. B88 for SIDNEV, A56 for TRISTOP. A big lead here for SIDNEV. TRISTOP trying to cut into this lead. SIDNEV ahead by 10 lines. TRISTOP trying to bring this down with that left side is a problem. Can't get the bar over. That's going to be an immediate top out for TRISTOP. B38 and SIDNEV is good in game number 2. Wait, what is happening? What did I say wrong? What's wrong with saying I like young people? There's nothing wrong with saying that. It depends on context. Yeah, it only depends on context if you're gross. Like normal people, minds don't go there. Sorry, guys. I'm not with you on that one. Where do I stand on Drake versus Kendrick? I am 100% Team Kendrick all the way. SIDNEV going for the rollover. I mean, Drake is Canadian, but that's not enough to overcome whatever Drake is supposed to have done, which I don't even really know. All right, SIDNEV up 2 games to none. Let's get these players some pieces. Yeah, you guys are weird. You guys have weird. You guys are very weird. Honestly, I mean, I think I listened to like 1 or 2 songs of each of these people, and I don't really get it. Both of their songs sound pretty. Well, let's put it this way: I don't enjoy them. That's probably the objective way to put it. 66A090. Did you like that Celine Dion perform today? I didn't watch it, so I don't know how she performed, but I guess it's good on her for performing. 66A090. Both players ready. So yes, indeed, both players are ready. SIDNEV looking to wrap this one up right now. TRISTOP needs to win to stay in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Someone says Vandy's still listening to his 90s alt rock mixtape. Hardly. I'm the person who's sick of that when someone put like I'm supposed to like that. So like when you hang out with people, when I hang out with people like my age and then they want to put that on, like I'm like, oh my God, I cannot listen to that over and over. Like how many times can you just listen to the same song in your life? Like how many hours have you spent just, oh, I gotta hear, I don't mean, you know, whatever. Like they're fine songs, but it's like over and over. It's like enough already. Move on. 24,000 SIDNEV as we get underway. 52,000 TRISTOP. I mean, it's fine, you know, but like people who just listen to the stuff that, you know, was popular from their when they were ages 13 to 20. Like, don't do that. So I don't know. My musical listening is all over the place. I don't have one genre or one era or anything like that. It's all over the place. And I go through, it's more like I go through, you know, little mini obsessions, you know, so. Like, I don't know, last month I just listened to like everything that Buddy Rich ever did. You know what I mean? That was like my most recent one. Uh, 173 for SIDNEV, 196 for SIDNEV, 97,000. I mean, probably what I've listened to most in my life now at this point is Flex Style. Like my Spotify is just not credible because it's just like every year it's like, oh, you listen to, you know, 187 hours of Flex Style. Boy, you really like Flex Style. And you can't share your Spotify Unwrapped or whatever at work because it's all Flex Style and you'll be like a weirdo. I don't know. Maybe they have a way to exclude certain artists or songs from your Spotify Unwrapped. Although I'm not even really a Spotify subscriber anymore. Classic Vamche says, Vandy rocks out to Dua Lipa. We all know. I don't know anything about Dua Lipa except that it's like an answer in the Sunday New, it's in the New York Times crossword puzzle all the time because it's very handy words to have as an answer in a crossword puzzle. That's literally all I know. Couldn't name a song. Don't even know. Is that a person? Is that a band? No idea. 289 TRISTOP, 383 for SIDNEV. I honestly don't know. I have no idea if it's a group, if it's a person. It sounds like a duo, right? Like, oh, it's two people. 453 for SIDNEV, 340 for TRISTOP. And it says, Dua Lipa is a British pop singer who does yoga. Oh, that sounds like code for something else. Maybe I will not be checking that person out. There's a Tetris TRISTOP, 386, 522 for SIDNEV. Huge, huge lead for SIDNEV. TRISTOP needs to win this one and needs to cut into this lead at some point, back by over 100,000 points this early. Dua Lipa sounds like a language app. True. So you guys are getting me involved. You're going to get me in trouble with my executive producer. You're getting me involved in all these side things, and it's late. And like all my ability to resist distractions is gone because it's later in the day. And you're going to get me in trouble with my executive producer. Oh, man. We'll just have to mute the commentary. I mean, that's what you should do. If you're going to watch the YouTube, mute the commentary. Please do it. Just never listen. 619 for SIDNEV into 19. Gets a Tetris 644. 421 for TRISTOP. Someone says, what's the best season of The Simpsons? I have no idea. I don't watch that. Tetris SIDNEV 697. Huge lead, 200,000 points for SIDNEV here. Over that now. There's a Tetris TRISTOP. What were you doing in the 90s? I wasn't watching The Simpsons. I didn't watch a lot of TV in the 90s. As a rule, I don't generally like animation, you know, especially like kind of this modern or contemporary snark animation, you know. These like, oh, you just cut to a thing, make a snarky reference, and then go back to this, like, you know, like Family Guy and Simpsons and Rick and Morty and whatever they did to Star Trek. Like, you know, I don't usually like that stuff. 843 for SIDNEV, 667 for TRISTOP. Don't you dare diss Rick and Morty. Why does it not surprise me that Lapis is a big Rick and Morty fan? $756 for TRISTOP. Tetris for SIDNEV, 940. There's a Tetris TRISTOP, 834. Kind of cutting into this lead a little bit. It's back by only 150,000 points now. But kind of running into a slowdown up near the mid-top of the board. And opens up that well, gets a bar in. TRISTOP, 875. SIDNEV has the max out. Another Tetris has reopened this lead a bit. About 170,000. Vandy is a MASH guy all day. Do you mean the show MASH? Like, I do like it. If you mean the show. Well, it did get a little preachy. B65 for SIDNEV into 29. Tetris 991 TRISTOP. It ended up getting a little preachy as Alan Alda had more and more control. But the early seasons were great. SIDNEV climbing the board here. C15. She's going to have to bring this down. Oh, my word. Oh, that left side is going to be cut off for SIDNEV. That's going to be a top out at C27. The target for TRISTOP, C28. There is a triple. He's got that right side open. He's going to work, trying to keep it open. He gets a bar down for a double. Again, the target is C28. I don't know if he's going to be able to bring this down. This is so tough. So much work to do on the left side of the board. And a couple of great pieces for that left side. Actually is set up for a Tetris, but doesn't want to hold on too long, but kind of holding out. And no, kind of, yeah, just wasn't able to do much. I don't know if he was kind of all in on it or whatever, but just did not have a lot of options. Was set up for it, and SIDNEV is going to outlast TRISTOP in a sweep, and we'll be moving on. Thumbnail face, hands on head. Thank you very much, SIDNEV, for that. If you could do that a little more at the camera, that would be perfect. Thank you very much. TRISTOP, you did a great job as always, but just ran into SIDNEV, who had a slightly better game. So TRISTOP, of course, one of the GOATs of Tetris, not going to make it through this month. SIDNEV did amazing. Let us, let me do the thing. Hold on. Let me do the thing. 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 I got to do the thing. I got to do the thing. 16 seed, making it through the semis. Doesn't happen that often. And all right, there we go. We got a full-on makeout session happening over there. So there you go. All right, there is your bracket winner, SIDNEV. GG's to you, SIDNEV. You'll be moving on. Let me go ahead and report this whole dealio. And I will show you the, let me report it. Ready? We're reporting right now. Oh, wait. There you go. Oh, we're good. We're good. No, show. Go back. Wave again. Wave again. Wave again. Wave again. Wave again. Wave again. There you go. Wave again. While I report. There you go. A sweep. I was not expecting a sweep. All right, let's show you what our bracket's going to look like so far. So what we've got, let me refresh. This is going to be a banger. SIDNEV and Blue Scooty will be a matchup of all time. That's for sure. And then, so what do we have? So tomorrow, this is what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is just, you know, it's very close. It's happening green. So tomorrow is green. It's going to be Alex T, Portal, Dengler, and Gerald Freeman. That is happening tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time. Now that would be 7 p.m. UTC. So I believe that's 1900 UTC. That is happening tomorrow, 1900 UTC if my math checks out. And then on Sunday at 1830 UTC, assuming my math is good, we're going to have Dan V versus Cheese, the return of Cheese. And then Eyeball versus Ramations, which is a low-key going to be a very competitive, interesting bracket. Dan V, of course, we know. Always a threat. Cheese, I have no idea what to expect. Eyeball, a player on the rise. And Ramations seems to be on the rise, but then, you know, maybe kind of a hiccup. So I don't know what to expect from Ramations. This is going to be a very interesting bracket on Sunday. So that is what we have going on. I'm excited about both of them. Alex T and Portal, Dengler and Freeman. That's going to be a banger as well. So yeah, this is all going to wrap up pretty darn quick. Yeah, Cheese is back. So this is going to be a thing. All right, everybody, I had a lot of fun. Thank you. Sorry to YouTube for actually talking about something other than Tetris. Once a year, sometimes I get distracted, especially these late night ones. I get distracted. I'm easily distractible. And it's later in the day is when I'm at my most distractible. So let's see if I can find a good raid target. A raid target. Do we have a raid target? Maestro? Is Maestro streaming? For 2 hours. Let's see. Let's go with Maestro. What is JC doing? What is J Derg doing? J Derg. We could just do like a, you know, a retro streamer. We'll raid JC for no reason except other than to get some crossover clout here. So JC is a legendary speedrunner, has world records in a lot of things, especially in Castlevania. So JC, yeah, it's fun. So I don't know how to complete the raid. Why isn't the raid completing? The raid is not completing, guys. There it is. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, cat kit.
First person.